This is the solution video for Unit 1 review, problem number 32. Write the equations of the tangent and normal lines to the graph of f of x equals 1 over x minus 1 at x equals 5. All right, so first of all, we need to remember that in order to write the equation of a line, I need a point and a slope. All right, so we're going to start off with a point. All right, so point is going to be x comma y, right? So x is going to be 5 and y is going to be f of 5. All right, so now I need to evaluate f of 5. Right? So that would be 1 over 5 minus 1, or 1/4. All right, so our point then is 5 comma 1/4. All right, so now our slope. All right, so now remember the slope of the tangent line, all right, is going to be found by evaluating the limit as h approaches 0. All right, I apologize, it's not letting me write. All right, so remember, slope of the tangent line, all right, is going to be limit as h approaches 0 of f of a plus h. So in this case, it's going to be 1 over 5 plus h minus 1 minus 1 over 5 minus 1. All right, remember, this is f of a plus h minus f of a all over h. All right, so now we can simplify a little bit there. Limit as h approaches 0. 5 minus 1 is 4, so this would be 4 plus h minus 1/4 over h. All right, so now I need to get a common denominator in order to evaluate this limit. So limit as h approaches 0. So I'm going to get a common denominator. I'm going to multiply the first fraction by 4 over 4, and I'm going to multiply the second fraction by 4 plus h over 4 plus h. All right, and so now that means I'm going to have 4 over 4 times 4 plus h, right? And then minus 4 plus h over 4 times 4 plus h, right? And then all of that divided by h. Now, sometimes people struggle with how to deal with this fraction within a fraction. Well, if I'm dividing by h, what we want to do is we just want to remember that dividing by h is like multiplying by the reciprocal of h, which is 1 over h. So now I'm left with the limit as h approaches 0 of 4 minus 4 plus h. So I'm going to distribute the minus. So 4 minus 4 minus h, all divided by 4 times 4 plus h times h, right? That h just kind of moves into the denominator, right? So now 4 minus 4 obviously goes away. I'm left with negative h, right? So I have negative, don't forget about the limit as h approaches 0. So I have negative h over 4 times 4 plus h times h. So of course, h reduces. I'm left with a negative 1 in the numerator, right? So now I have the limit as h approaches 0 of negative 1 over 4 times 4 plus h, right? So now I plug 0 in for h, and I'm left with negative 1 over 4 times 4, or negative 1/16. All right, so that is my slope, remember. So don't forget, now we're to write the equation of the tangent normal line. So I have my point at 5 comma 1/4, and my slope at negative 1/16, right? So the slope of the tangent is negative 1/16. So that means the equation of the tangent line is going to be y minus 1/4 equals slope of negative 1/16 times x minus 5, right? Now, if the slope of the tangent is negative 1/16, then the slope of the normal is positive 16. So the equation of the normal would be y minus 1/4 equals positive 16 times x minus 5.